I'm ready. I'm willing to take on Usyk next, whether it's going to be in Saudi Arabia or back here in the UK. It's both places will be fantastic. Let's give the fans one champion, one name, one face. Usyk's up for the challenge. He came over tonight, so fair play to him. He's not an easy boxer to figure out. He's a slick southpaw mover with very good skills, Olympic gold medalist, and he's coming on some good form. So I'm really looking forward to the challenge. But for whatever reason, like I say, a lot of big fights, and Bob's here, he's 125 years old, and he can tell you himself, sometimes the big fights sometimes don't happen for whatever reason. But I've got a good feeling this one's going to happen. But if it doesn't for X, Y, or Z reasons, then we'll have Joe Joyce at Wembley next year as well.
And there you have it, folks. Tyson Fury sets, intends, ready, able, willing to take on Oleksandr Usyk next. And let me counterpunch. This is what I want to hear from Tyson Fury. If we can just mold, freeze this Tyson Fury right here, I would always be a fan of Tyson Fury. Why? For one, he acknowledges one champion, one face, one name, right? Undisputed. None of the lineal stuff, no. Undisputed. Because what this means, he will be the guy that really basically he replaced. So whoever wins out of this fight between him and Usyk will replace himself. Counterpunch. So you're looking at Tyson Fury. I like how he did give props to Usyk. And he did say he's a tricky southpaw. Really hard to figure out. And I'm up for the challenge. That, I believe, is 100% what Tyson Fury feels. I think he feels that, and I think he acknowledges that. And I told you guys deep down, Tyson Fury knows that Oleksandr Usyk is not a walk in the park. He might be smaller, but that's really his only attribute. Like, oh, well, sorry. That's one of his faults, right? Or disadvantages. But then, is it really a disadvantage if he's able to get the job done and he uses what he has? You know, so you got to ask yourself, is it really a disadvantage Usyk being 6'3" and him being 6'9"? That's the question you ask yourself. Because what I've learned about Usyk, he's able to take out bigger guys. I have to remind you guys that everybody thought that AJ was going to knock him out because he was too small. He just showed you that the old norm heavyweight can still win and still become successful, okay, and triumphant. And that's exactly what he was with Anthony Joshua for 24 rounds, 2 fights. So I know Tyson Fury knows this, but most importantly, I'm glad that he admitted it, right? And the backup plan is Joe Joyce. You know, and I would want to see Joe Joyce versus Tyson Fury, but I'd rather see the undisputed first. Why? Because that's what he should want. He should want every belt at the same damn time. Not, hey, I had the straps once upon a time. Now I got the WBC. Now look at me. Bars, right? So I'm glad that he's doing that, but I would rather not have an alternative, because a lot of times the alternative can end up being priority. You know, we just don't know it yet. But nonetheless, those are 2 good fights. As you see, Joyce joined Usyk outside of the ring of Tyson Fury. He called them both some bitches, and he'll say he'll fight any of them. Right? But yeah, I think Tyson Fury hit the nail on the head. I'm glad that he's taking this seriously. I'm glad that he's up for the challenge. You know, I'm glad that he gave a fighter respect. Because see, Usyk really still don't have that. Usyk is the present day Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield came from what, I think 68, right? And he went all the way up. And when he was cruiserweight and he went to heavyweight, they didn't give him his props. Saying all that to say, I believe Oleksandr Usyk is the same way. You know, he's just going to have to show people, you know, that he can beat these big guys, you know. But yeah, you know, Tyson Fury says he's up for the challenge. He's ready. He wants that fight, but he has an alternative. You guys tell me what you think about Tyson Fury. Ready, willing, and able to fight Oleksandr Usyk. No cap. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tyson the Gypsy King Fury saying that he is ready for Usyk next. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace.